Alright, we're at the E.J. Waddell foundation repair. I want to show you what's going on here. You can see the horizontal crack that steps up here, goes all the way down that wall right here. You can see it there. Basement's been leaking pretty bad. You can see the cracks here, and the reason this foundation is cracked up so bad, we're doing the foundation repairs all the way up it, all the way around it. I mean, the reason why is because the way it was constructed. You can see here where we've removed these sections, we're going to use 3/4 inch rebar in here and reinforce it, but you can see they actually used 8-inch blocks and step back 4-inch blocks. So the whole house is sitting on a 4-inch block wall, and that's why the crack has formed at the very top right there. You can see how the wall is leaned back, back right there. But this wall, the cracks is actually, this wall's been excavated on the outside, and the cracks is actually closed up quite a bit. But the pivot point right there where the 4-inch block are is still. You can see over here, it gets even worse over here. You can see the cracks coming up to the side here. This wall's busted up pretty bad, but we can save it still. And you can see right here where the support beam was actually holding that 4-inch block in place. The wall has moved. You can see right there, the wall has been pushed out from the hydrostatic pressure building on it. And Floor Systems is holding that block in place, but there's nothing holding this section right here. So pretty bad shapes, but we're going to get it fixed up. But we'll come back here in a little bit and I'll show you how we install the rebar. Alright, we got this structural repair ready to go. You can see right here we got these 5/8 rebar drilled up into the floor system, about 3 inches, so it's good and solid. We got this dialed in about 6 inches deep on the bottom. We got 3/4 inch rebar going all the way up. Some people think you're better off knocking the cells off and feeding the rebar up through there, but you can't get as much concrete around the wall here. But you can see we've got that all the way across here. Rebar in, bottom piece is pinned. That's down solid. This is solid. So we're anchoring it at the top and the bottom. All the way across, same way. And this is, you can see right here where the 4-inch block are. We took that all the way out so we can get solid cement. And we're getting ready to form these up right now. Same way all the way across.
Go with black.
That's fine. These are the 3-celled blocks, but as long as you get 2 inches of cement around that rebar, you've got your structural integrity. And left to right, there's no pressure on it anyway. It's front to back, so we got our enough concrete around the rebar. But this footing, this is a different one because there's no slab poured to anchor the bottom of it. And but we do this on all of them, regardless if there's a slab or not. We drill into the footing about 6 inches deep. That way we know we've got the bottom and the top locked down completely. This is the way a proper engineer sealed structural repair is done, and this is what we specialize in. You have to be careful in doing this because if you don't understand how foundations are built, it could be detrimental to the floor system or something, taking away the support. But anyway, we're getting ready to form this up. Alright, we are finishing up for the day. They've got this wall excavated and the pressure off this wall, and we've got all the foundation repair done except for here in the middle of this wall. We've got to get the pressure off of it and excavate it. But you can see here we've got all the other ones excavated right here, and we'll walk down the basement here and take a look at everything. So this is a wall that's not been excavated yet, so we gotta wait on it. All this is ready to pour. Got the cracks filled, wall straightened up, and you can see right there where the rebar's in, anchored to the top of the floor system. Give me that light there, Josh. That good light. We got the windows blocked up. All this is ready to pump here. So we got everything formed up, ready to go on all the walls that's excavated. So we're just waiting on the excavator now to get everything dug out, pressure relieved, and we're going to get this foundation fixed up. Right here we are doing a bond beam. So the bond beam connects the two verticals together. Here's a vertical, and right here is going to be another vertical right here. And we're going to do the bond beam here due to this vertical crack right here. The bond beam is going to tie the two together and not allow this wall to cave in between the two cells. But that's what we're going to do right there. But like I said, we're waiting on it to get excavated before we do that. So hopefully this crack right here will shrink up a good bit. When they get excavated, we'll just have to wait and see. Sometimes we can actually straighten these walls back up with steel I-beams and jacking them in. Unfortunately, this house is a brick house, and you run a risk of actually cracking the brick if you start moving the foundation walls too much. So we just hope for the best whenever they are excavated. You can see right here where the weight of the floor system actually held this block in place, and the hydrostatic pressure pushed this wall out. But because there's so much weight right there, it was holding the block in place at the top, and that's why it pivoted at the bottom. Everywhere else, these walls here that run parallel with the floor systems are in more danger of collapse than any of the others, because they have very little weight on them to lock them down. This wall right here, the crack is shrunk, has actually just about disappeared completely. But where that 4-inch, it went from an 8-inch block to 4-inch block on that top course there, it had pivoted. And but these walls are actually more stable than the ones running parallel with the floor system due to not having much anchoring at the top of it. But right here, these are going to be anchored into the floor system. You can see right there. And over here, I was wanting to show you one other thing too. The I-beam here, the main support beam going across the floor system here, was actually over top of this window. So that was interesting. So we blocked this up and grouted packed mortar back in there to support the weight of the floor system here. But once we get this rest of this excavated, we're going to carry on and get this thing finished up. Hey guys, Jody Parks here, owner of Parks Masonry LLC, Parks Waterproofing LLC, and owner, inventor, and designer of the Parks Free Flowing Waterproofing System. Feel free to give me a call at 336-927-3504, or you can contact me through my website, parkswaterproofing.com. And if you have any foundation issues whatsoever, we will accurately diagnose your problem. We will not tell you need an expensive fix. We will let you know truthfully what you need to get your foundation repaired properly to make it last another 150 years. Thanks for watching.